Jai Shri Ram, and welcome to yet another episode of Indosphere Insights YouTube channel. My name is Kedar Pawar. Well, friends, it seems the deep state, along with its elements, and the President of the United States is very frustrated with Bharat, and specifically with Prime Minister Modi, because none of their agenda is going through. And what we are seeing, the latest news is an assassination plot, okay, which was to be attempted on Prime Minister Modi during his SEO visit in China, basically. So I will not go much into the details because a lot of it has already been discussed by the news outlets and also by many experts. But what I like to mention is there have been two mysterious deaths, at this during the same event by the end of August, uh, both in Dhaka in Bangladesh, and one of them was obviously an CIA agent, an ex-top US military officer, and the second has been of an ISI agent. And both the deaths have been in a close proximity, and the modus operandi of the deaths is something which is pointing out towards the way the Russian spy agency executes its targets. So these are the details that have come in. So why Prime Minister Modi is because obviously he has pushed back very hard. He has said no, for their dairy products to be sold in India, or the GMO seeds to be sold in India. So and many other things, be it related to defense and other industries as well. So we have pushed back hard wherever it has not suited the interest of Bharat, and that is where you see the frustration coming out and them attempting or other going to this limit, basically. So and this is nothing new. This is how deep state has been operating, and they have in fact killed two of their own presidents. So first being Abraham Lincoln, and second is John F Kennedy. So this is how they operate, and they have been attempting a regime change in India since long time, folks. So be it during the COVID period or after the COVID period, they have bought Muhammad Yunus in Bangladesh by doing sort of a regime change. Then they bought in George Soros, who had pumped in a lot of money, to drive different agendas in India. Latest being the vote chori thing, which has again failed. Okay, so that is how they have always wanted, leaders who are basically their puppets, at the helm of things, so that they can dictate their policies. And Prime Minister Modi has been very clear. He is never wanted to compromise anything which is not in the interest of our nation, and that is where you see what is happening currently. So obviously, this will not be the last of the attempts, and we wish for the well-being of our Prime Minister and his cabinet, because the deep state doesn't like nationalist leaders, folks. Okay, so that's how they want a weak coalition government in India as well. And BJP, although it is just having 240 seats, with NDA, it's in majority currently, and that's how they are running the government. So they want to see a weak government in India as well, so that they can dictate their terms. So for now, there is a pushback because we have a strong prime minister and a strong team at the center. In future, we don't know what's going to be the helm of things. That is where your vote counts. So please ensure, be it BMC elections or any elections, choose the right leaders, because that is going to decide your future. That's how important it is. So please don't go on a holiday on a voting day, and please take this very seriously if you really want your own well-being and the well-being of the nation itself. Okay, so so this was the first topic I wanted to discuss today. The second topic is obviously India and US trade deal, which is very close to getting signed off, and you will probably see Trump coming up and announcing it in a few days. So the best thing about this deal is going to be that the tariff that is at 50% currently on India, it is going to come down drastically. So some experts are saying that it will be in the range of 15 to 16%. So that is going to benefit our traders and all. and in the long term, this deal is more beneficial to the United States, specifically for, because the financial reset that is coming currently. So this was one of the parameters. So once the trade deal is done, obviously the markets will react positively here in India as well. But it is one of the indicators that the financial turmoil, or rather the reset, is around the corner. And obviously the Bank of Japan is going to play a very critical role, as I've covered these details in my previous videos as well. So you can go check out those as well. But be rest assured, guys, dollar devaluation is definitely going to happen. Okay, and rupee appreciation simultaneously will happen, and when that happens, there will be drop in the prices of gold and silver as well. Obviously, you saw a few little correction which came in their prices. But for the long term, gold and silver is going to be absolutely, the go-to investment options, basically. Okay, so this was the second topic, and the third thing is, obviously there have been reports that the field marshal of Pakistan, Munir, he has done some secret meetings with CIA and Mossad, and wherein the plan is to send some 20,000 Pakistani soldiers in Gaza Strip as a peacekeeping force. So, if this news is true, this is the biggest example of hypocrisy. Why? Because Pakistan has always wished death to Israel, and they have also made a mention of using nuclear weapons against them in the past. Okay, but now why this change? Because they are going to get some money out of it. Obviously, it's a mercenary force, guys. It can be hired against some pennies. So not surprising, but yeah, this is how it is. But it's going to surprise a lot of nations, or other lot of nations in the region, basically, because Pakistan has always wanted death to Israel, right? So that's how the surprise is going to be there for them. Basically, it's not for us, because we always know that these people can be hired for anything. So that is how it is. Now, coming to the next topic is, obviously, the in the US, how the financial reset and post financial reset world is going to be. So I have covered this in my previous videos, where I've made a mention that eventually everything is going to go into CBDC, central bank digital currency. Okay, post the crypto and other reset that is going to happen in the West, to obviously write off their $38 trillion of debt, basically. So, but the life in US is going to be, it's going to be full of chaos after this reset. Why? Because all the corporations which are there, the big corporations, and those are going to control a lot of things post this reset. So what happens is, folks, the Republican president is always made a scapegoat by the deep state, and that has happened in the past as well. When you saw in 2008 the mortgage crisis, wherein Bush was the Republican president, and once that phase was done, then Barack Obama came in, who was a Democrat, as a savior. And that is the same script that is going to run this time around, wherein Trump is completely destroying US economy. He is going to do the reset, and then the Democrats will come into power, and portraying themselves as a savior of United States. But what Democrats are going to do is, they are going to give a large chunk of control to the large corporations in the United States. So people like Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, then your Elon Musk and all. So don't be surprised if United States, their internal borders change, and these people will give, the population of the United States, they are going to get the universal basic income, and they are not going to get the jobs that how they were getting till now. Why? Because a lot of it is going to be automated or AI driven. Okay, so that's how the life is going to be. And once these corporations have this much of power, they will definitely dictate terms. They may just use them as guinea pigs for any sort of experiments. You never know. So that's how the life is going to be, and that is what the totalitarian regime looks like. Okay, this has always been the script of deep state, because they like this totalitarian regime where they can dictate terms, control masses, control everything in your life. That's how they operate basically. So, folks, this is what I wanted to cover in today's video. We'll see how things unfold. A lot of geopolitical changes in this decade, and you will see the financial reset happening, post which you will see the rupee appreciation, and the Indians are very well placed, and the purchasing power of Indians is going to rise. So that is how it is going to be, and we'll see it unfold, and we'll discuss like this. So that's how we'll keep on connecting again and again. So please do like, share, and subscribe this video, and we will keep connecting like this. I'll share more inputs as and when they happen. Okay. Thank you. Jai Hind.